The Goddard Bench, a tale of tradition and change. Hi, hello, and welcome everyone to my channel at Profound Insights, a journey of learning, inspiration, and discovery where you can learn, grow, and share. Today, we will deep dive into another fascinating topic, so get ready to unlock a world of knowledge and excitement. Before we proceed further, please click on the subscribe button as well as the bell icon to get a notification of insight content, and this will encourage me to come up with more such videos. Without further delay, let's jump right in. Opportunity cannot make its way inside a closed mind. The bench that sparked a reflection. The other day, I found myself in a thought provoking discussion with my aunt about implementing changes in how our family handled a particular tradition. Her response was lackluster, to say the least. After a few back and forth exchanges, she finally said with expressions, "It's a good idea, but this is the way it's always been done." Her words lingered in my mind not just because of her resistance, but because they echoed sentiments I had often encountered at work. I recall colleagues using the same reasoning. "We have always done in this way," to dismiss new ideas. This defensive attachment to the status quo puzzled me, reminding me of a story I once heard. The Goddard Bench. Years ago, a commanding officer was inspecting his regiment when he noticed two soldiers stationed by an old bench outside the headquarters. Out of curiosity, he approached them and asked, "Why are you guarding this bench?" he asked. The soldiers looked at each other and shrugged. "We don't know, sir. It's just how it's always been. Orders from the last commander." Determined to untie the mystery, the officer called his predecessor. When asked about the bench, the former commander admitted, "I don't know either. It was already been guarded when I took over, and I just assumed it was important." The officer wasn't satisfied. He followed the trail, contacting several previous commanders. Each one gave a similar response until he finally reached out an 85-year-old retired general who had commanded the regiment over 50 years ago. The elderly general laughed heartily upon hearing the story and exclaimed, "What? Is that bench still there? I ordered it to be guarded because back then we had just painted it and I did not want anyone to ruin the wet paint." The bench we guard. The story struck a chord. How often do we find ourselves symbolically guarding a bench, sticking to old routines or traditions without questioning their relevance? Whether in families, workplaces, or even personal habits, these proverbial benches become stumbling blocks, hindering growth and innovation. It's not just about others. I reflected on how I too have clung to benches in my life, habits or beliefs that no longer served a purpose but were left unchallenged out of familiarity. Breaking free from the bench. The lesson is clear. Traditions, routines, and systems have their value, but they should not be immune to scrutiny. The willingness to ask why and to challenge what has always been done can lead to fresh perspectives and breakthroughs. When you encounter resistance, be it within yourself or from others, try to understand the roots of that resistance. Often, it's not about rejecting the new, but about fear of letting go of the old. Moral of the story: don't guard the bench just because it's always been guarded. Question, reflect, and adapt to uncover opportunities for growth and change. Take a moment to examine the benches in your life. Are they still relevant, or is it time to repaint or perhaps even remove them? The courage to ask these questions may just lead to the breakthroughs you need. I hope you enjoyed this story. As we wrap up this incredible journey together, remember that the adventure doesn't end here. Keep listening to other such stories at Profound Insights under the Tiny Tales Unfold playlist. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more insightful content, and share your thoughts in the comments below. This will encourage me to come up with more stories. Your support means the world to me, and we will continue to explore the depths of knowledge together. Until next time, stay curious and keep seeking the profound. Thank you.